And oh, I forgot my bolster. So we'll start in just a comfortable seated pose for a couple of breaths. Feeling the shoulders relax away from the ears. If you want to roll them at all, you can do that. Feeling the breath relaxing, slowing down just a bit. We'll make an intention for our time together tonight. And it will be calm. The body will stay calm. The breath will stay calm. Calm and soft. Calm and soft. We'll start to make our way into Sphinx pose. Allowing those toes and the knees to turn towards each other. Finding a comfortable back bend to start. Comfortable. Calm and soft. Using any props you'd like to help support the upper body here. A blanket under the hips if the low back is especially tender. Can you soften the body a little bit more? the toes, ankles, knees and hips. Calm and soft. No tension, no strain. Low back might move into discomfort, but unless there is sharp pain, I urge you to breathe. Feeling every breath, releasing that tension. Starting to open the body. Creating space. We'll start to release our pose, walking those arms forward, stacking the hands, resting the forehead. The hips go side to side. Start to make your way back towards child's pose. And we'll bring that bolster with us. And as we move into child's pose, we'll take these first few moments with the knees together. Resting on top of that bolster, arms overhead. Forehead can be down if that starts to make you feel stuffy. You can stack the arms here. Or you can even come onto forearms and just round the back. One more deep breath. And then we're going to take that bolster a long ways, if it's not already. Bringing the knees a little wider. The one side of that bolster will just come between the legs, and we'll start to walk the body out, turning the head to one side. Few breaths here. Feeling the back of the lungs, stretching and awakening. then turn our head to the other side. From here, we'll start to come about halfway up. We're going to take our arm thread twist here. So as we use the bolster, we'll just kind of come up. That right arm will come across towards the left side, resting the shoulder and the head. And we just kind of hold here. That left arm can stay on the earth for support, or you can bring it towards your back. Feeling that shoulder opening and that mild twist in the torso. We'll start to unwind. Pausing for a moment. And then we'll take that other side, threading that left arm and coming to rest. Breathing. We'll start to unwind. Pausing for a moment. We'll start to come to a seated position with the legs in front of us. Soles of the feet together, knees will come wide. If you want to support the hips, you can do that. Your timer. Okay. From here, using the bolster is up to you. Using the blocks, up to you. Taking a breath in, we'll sit up tall. And we start to soften, rounding over those legs. Finding that comfortable to start pose. As we breathe here, the body may want to open, and I urge you to listen to that voice without going so far as to force it to go further than what's comfortable. As we hold here, we will move into some uncomfortable places regardless. So we just let the body guide us and not the mind. Can you soften the body a little more, using some support if you need to under the knees or the forehead? It's softening. Keep breathing. Almost there. Letting the body move into that bit of discomfort. Knowing that that's where the growth lies. That's where all the space is. Okay. Couple more breaths. Proud of what you've accomplished here. Holding a position for a long time. Having the courage to do so. Hands to those knees. We'll gather them together and we'll drop the knees side to side a couple times. From here, we're going to take our legs nice and wide. If you want to go sideways, sometimes that is easiest. And we'll bring that bolster with us, just in case. So we're going to bring our legs as wide as we can, where we can still sit up tall. So you're not slouching forward or rounding back. Toes point toward the ceiling. If they're not doing that, then we put support underneath the knees and bring the legs a little closer together. We're going to start with just a forward fold here. Starting to walk those hands. Knowing where you're tight already and kind of dreading the uncomfortable. But also knowing that once we get through the pose, there's a smile at the other side. And most importantly, there is flexibility. Breathe. Few more deep breaths. Calm and soft. We'll start to walk those hands up. Okay. We're going to then start to lean towards the right, opening that left side body, going a little deeper into that right side. Where am I going to put my bolster? I'm going to put the bolster in front of my leg. And it may come up on top of it if I need a little bit more support. We want our shoulders to stack. The gaze, if looking up, is up and our heart is slightly open. That left arm can be overhead for the most intense variation. Straight up for a little less, to the shoulder for less, to the hip for less. Behind the back for a different kind of intensity. One more deep breath. And then we'll start to sit up. Pausing for a moment. Moving your props if you need to. And then we will start to move into that other side. Leaning towards the left, the right side body opens. And that right arm moves to a comfortable-ish place. Calm the breath. Softening the body. One more breath. And we start to come back up. Sitting up nice and tall. We're then going to walk those hands forward one more time. Maybe your body opens a little bit more than it did before, maybe not. As long as we are there, trying, holding, letting our limbs find the breath that they need to let go. soft body. Starting to move into some of those uncomfortable spaces, clearing the way for progress, flexibility, movement. Just a few breaths left. Wiggling those toes. One more deep breath. We start to walk those hands up, rolling up. We're going to stay toward this wide stance and we're going to bring the feet towards each other. Knees staying a little wide, dropping those knees side to side. Much better. From here, we will go into pigeon pose, right? Getting those legs to open a little bit more. And if it is comfortable, we might take another little twist there, but it will be gentle. So we'll take our first pigeon on that right side. You can bring those legs wide again, and then that right heel comes in, and we simply start to roll towards that right side, shifting onto the top of that left leg. And then if you need padding to kind of keep yourself up there, if you're off to the side, then we stick a blanket, a block, or a pillow underneath that right hip. You can use a bolster under the upper body here if you'd like to, or blocks. And we'll start to come down to rest. Breathing. Feeling that breath softening the body. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper for either the remainder of the pose or even just for 5 or 6 breaths, that left arm will turn towards the right. And we start to move towards a little twist here. The right arm can reach up. It can come behind your back, to the low back, or even just to the right thigh. Couple more breaths. We begin to unwind, walking those hands up, coming back to that wide leg position. Windshield wipering the legs a couple times side to side. And then we'll move into our pigeon on that left leg. Left heel is in, and we roll to that side, coming on to the top of that right leg, top of that right knee, untucking those toes. You can take a couple breaths here. Placing any kind of padding underneath that left hip if you start to kind of fall towards that side. And then we'll start to make our way to the forearms. If you want to use a bolster, pillows, blankets to kind of support the upper body here, you are more than welcome. Breathing. Noticing where the breath goes. Softening those spaces. on this side, just as the other. If you'd like to go a little deeper or add that twist, that right hand turns towards the left, elbow under that shoulder, left hand to that leg. You can reach up or bring that hand behind the back. Couple more breaths. We bring that left arm back in front, unwinding the body. Starting to walk those hands up. We'll move towards that center one final time. And again, knees go back and forth. And then we'll come on to the back. If you want to use that bolster underneath your legs for Shavasana, set that up now. If you want to put anything on for Shavasana, more clothes, socks, or grab a blanket, please do so. We'll come on to the back. Ow. Back is flat, shoulder blades are comfortable. We'll bring the knees towards the chest to go side to side a couple times. And then we'll let the knees fall to one side. Breathing. Relaxing the whole body here. Softening into the twist, allowing the body to go as far as it can. Using any kind of support, blocks, blankets, to make those knees a little more comfortable. A few more breaths. Noticing how the body has released. Keep breathing. Couple more deep breaths. We'll start to unwind the body, coming on to the back. If you need to rock side to side or circle the knees, please listen to that part of your body. And we'll start to make our way to that other side of the twist. Knees are to the left. That right arm can fall away. The breath is smooth and calm. Noticing how your energy has changed. A few more breaths, softening. One more deep breath. We'll start to come out of the pose slowly. Coming onto your back. If you want to rock side to side or circle the knees, please feel free to do that. Sometimes that's all the low back needs. Just that little bit more encouragement. And then we'll extend those legs for Shavasana. Eyes are closed. Body rests. I encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. Gently get up once you're ready to. And have an amazing tomorrow.